Hey everybody, I am here with Becky Bercier. She is a recent graduate of the Content Creator Lab program, and she is taking a few minutes out of her day today to share with us her experience, kind of where she came from, what made her want to join a program like CCL, and the results that she has gotten. So thank you for joining us, Becky. Would you mind just
Absolutely.
sharing a little bit about yourself first before we kick this off?
Sure. So I am a mom of two. My daughter is 5, my son is 2. So busy with them. And
Yes,
then I
very busy.
also am currently working full time. So doing the
Okay.
whole, you know, working mom situation, working out of the home, I should say. So yeah,
Yes.
I work in fitness and wellness and all of that good stuff.
Very cool.
Mhm.
So what was like the situation you were in? Like kind of what was the problem you were facing that made you want to seek out a program like the Content Creator Lab?
Yeah. So for, I would say probably a year or two, I had been feeling just kind of burnt out from my job. I'm still working. I really enjoy my job, but
Yeah.
working in fitness and wellness, and I'm also in management, it kind of takes a lot out of you,
Oh,
if
I'm
that makes
sure.
sense.
Yeah, I can
So then to
imagine.
come home to have 2 little ones that need all of my
A lot.
energy and all of my attention, and I
Especially with
obviously
those ages.
yes, and I found that as they got older each year, I'm like, "This is getting a little bit more challenging."
Yes,
So
I
I
can
had been looking
understand.
for yeah. So I had been looking for something that I could do from home. But all of the stuff that I had found work from home related was like you had to be on social media, affiliate marketing, something
Mhm.
where you're kind of out there. And that's totally not my personality to be like out
Yes.
there on social
Marketing
media.
yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. So for a really long time, I was thinking, wow, it would be fantastic if I could find something that I could do from home, but somehow do it behind the scenes. So I'm not having to
Mhm.
like totally put myself out there because that's just,
Yes.
I know I would fail at it. It's just not my
Oh
thing. Right.
no, it's a learned skill.
Yes.
It's like I
So,
am not I in the beginning it's like I was like terrified, but you get used to it the more you do it. But I totally
yeah.
understand the just being behind the scenes, like as I was a freelancer for 9 years before I jumped into coaching. It's so nice to just be kind of,
Mhm.
hidden away. You can do your work, you can make
Yes.
money that way, and you don't have to show up and put yourself out there in that way when you don't want to. It's
Yeah,
nice.
absolutely. Yeah. So then one day, I don't even know how I came across it online, but I saw your course and I watched testimonials of other people that you were interviewing just like this.
Yes.
And I'm like, I felt like it literally fell into my lap, like the light shined above it. And I was like, oh, I think this is exactly what I had been looking for. So that is how I came to find the course.
Very cool. Did you
Yeah.
try any of those other options, those work from home options before you started doing this? Or no, is this the
I
first
did.
attempt at work from home for you?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Total first attempt. Hmm.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, do
Yeah.
you what made you choose the Content Creator Lab then over those other things? Is it really like just the fact that those things that you mentioned before, like being behind the scenes and kind of working on your own terms?
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to add?
I wanted to be able to really make my own schedule, obviously.
Yeah.
That was huge. Just kids drop off and pick up and
Oh my goodness.
activities
Yes.
and all of the things. And as my kids are getting older, I'm realizing more and more that any little kid activity really happens during the day. And I would
Yes.
be at work and not able to do it. So then, you have to find certain things that you can do on the evenings and weekends. And then you just get burnt out from like go, go, go. So I really wanted to find something that I could do on my own terms during nap times, that kind
Yes.
of stuff. Hmm.
Yeah, I totally get that. When I first jumped into freelancing, I was working as like a general virtual assistant. And even when you do just general virtual assisting like that, you are booking clients. So you are kind of on somewhat of a schedule. Even though you
Yeah.
get to choose your own schedule, you still have expectations and like work that's due each week. And with this, it's like you're more so selling. So it's like you really can create as much as you
Hmm.
want. You can take weeks off when you want and come back to it. If you want to plan for a trip and you need to make more money, you can like ramp up your content efforts and sell more of that, leading up to that trip.
Sure.
And I
Yeah.
love that aspect of it.
Hmm.
So, did you have any real concerns initially that just might have prevented you from joining CCL? And really, like, what put your fears to rest?
I would say I had a lot of concerns, even though I felt that it was the right thing for me to do. Biggest concern was that I had never worked from home or had to do
Yeah.
anything like that. So that's like a total new ball game for me. Other concerns were I had zero photography experience.
Mhm.
Like, and when I say zero, I mean like it's kind of embarrassing how bad, like on my iPhone, when I would take pictures of my children, my husband would see it and he'd be like, okay, why don't you give me the phone and I'll take the picture, and he'll
You
like
sound
change
like
the
me when
setting.
I first started. I was the exact same. My husband
Yes,
was
like,
much better with the family photography and everything. I had my cell phone, and
yep.
isn't it
Yeah.
amazing how far you come though? It's like, look how
Yes,
good your
yes. I
photos
have
are
my own
now.
professional camera. They look pretty
They're
decent. So
so good.
yeah. So I had no experience in that. And just the fear, I guess, of doing something completely and totally different than I'm
Yeah.
doing right now. Um, yeah, those were some of my big fears.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Been there, coming from a corporate background and then jumping into something like this. It's so different. But, with both of our experiences, anybody who's brand new to this, coming in with no experience, no freelancing, no photography experience, the way that the training is set up, it's going to walk you through step by step exactly how to do it. And you're going to get a good understanding of how to take the photos. And then once
Yeah.
you get in there and start selling, you're going to start to see other content creators. And I think that too helps to just give you even more ideas of how you can set up your own and make
Yes.
improvements.
Yeah, definitely.
So have you made your program investment back? How long have you been selling now? You said you
I
started in
started the
August,
course.
right?
Yeah, it was like the very end of I started the course in July. I finished it the very last week of August.
Okay.
And right after that, I started to sell. So at this point, I think I've been selling for like 3.5
Three and a
ish
half weeks
weeks.
now. Okay, cool.
I've not yet made back my program investment, but I would think probably by the end of next week, I will have made it back.
So within a month
A month.
of
Mhm.
graduating the program and starting
Yeah.
the selling process,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
It's
great.
really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
In what ways do you see this new career opportunity, and income stream helping you in your life and in your future?
Yeah, I mean, pretty drastically. I think I even emailed you a couple of weeks ago and I was like, I cannot believe that I have made this amount of money and just doing it so part-time. I'm still working, my normal
It's
full-time
amazing.
job. And so, I mean, it takes a lot of work to figure out how to fit it in with a
Yeah.
full-time job, but
Good
it's
time
been
management
totally
for sure.
time management skills. Yes, I do have those. That's a positive. So yeah, those have really helped me. Um, but I'm hoping to transition from my full-time job into this. That was like the whole goal of
Awesome.
making the investment
Oh,
in the
I love
program and
that.
purchasing a camera,
Yes.
all of those things. So it's like we're gonna invest a chunk of money into this, but this is like the end goal. So I want to give it another like month or two just to kind of
Yeah.
like get everything in and make sure we're like right on the track. And then that's the
Yes.
hope. Yeah.
Very cool. I love it. And did you
Yeah.
purchase a camera for CCL then? So you said you
Yeah.
had so you
Yes.
did. A lot of people,
Yeah.
that's like, I swear that's like one of the most asked questions is like, do I have to purchase a camera? Because they're already investing in the program. And then
Right.
to purchase like
Yeah.
a camera on top of that, it's just a lot of upfront expenses.
Mhm.
But the thing is, it's like we use that for literally every shoot. So
Yeah.
it's totally worth it. You make that money back. And like you said,
Mhm.
you're already almost at within 30 days paying off your program investment. And then you're going to use that camera. You can use it for years to come on all of
Yeah.
your shoots. So it's totally
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, definitely. I would assume you can shoot obviously without a professional camera,
Oh,
but
yeah.
not having any photography skills, having a professional camera that does so much of the work for me, like
Yes. It
I need
makes a
it.
huge
Yeah.
difference.
Huge
Huge
difference. Yeah.
difference. When I
Mhm.
upgraded my camera, it was like, I remember I had been selling for a long time before then, and I had regular clients who bought from me, and they were like, what have you been doing differently? Like your pictures, like this looks
Yeah.
so good. And I started bumping my prices up, and it was there that like things really took off for me. Like I was
Mm.
able to bump my prices up. I got an upgraded lens, and those, those little tweaks and those investments
Yeah.
I totally made that back super fast. So it's worth it
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
So what aspect of CCL did you enjoy the most or did you benefit from the most?
I mean, I don't even know how to answer that question. I feel like all of it.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
coming from somebody who knows nothing of this world, like nothing.
Yes.
Each week, I did like how each week it was like, okay, this is what we're going to cover. And then this is your homework. So at my weeks always started on Mondays. So like Monday night, I'd sit down with my laptop, start to watch my first couple lessons, like write down my homework. And then
Yes,
I had an entire week to kind of grasp what you were saying because each week was a little bit different.
it
So
was.
I
Yeah,
did like how everything was kind of structured because there's no way you could breeze through that really any faster than 6 weeks because there's just
yeah,
so much learning and stuff that goes into that.
for
Um,
sure.
but I feel like you covered everything from, how to set up a photo shoot in your house with like the most simple things possible that you already have, to setting up your business, naming your business, taxes, like all of that kind of stuff
Mhm.
is in there. And I told my husband so many times, I mean, the program is not cheap. It's not like $100 program that you're just
Right.
gonna randomly pay off the internet. Like maybe I'll get something from this,
It
maybe I
is an
won't.
investment for
It's
sure.
an investment. But I told him so many times going through this, I'm like, this is 100% why this costs what it does, because it literally gives you everything that you need to like go off and running, like right when the course is done. So,
And a lot of people, when they jump in or they're like, kind of on the fence about jumping in, they'll ask me, is there any way you could speed up the course so I can get through it quicker? And the first couple weeks are pretty easy. It's
sure.
pretty light, but then weeks through 6, you see why it's like spaced out by week because it really gets a lot more involved. There's
Hmm.
much more to the process once you get to week 3.
Yeah. And I think I can't remember what week we went over what information, but I think it was either week 3 or week 4. Maybe it was week 3 that I actually started to shoot my first
Yeah,
package,
week 3. Yes,
and once you have to start doing that, I mean, that's like, that takes a lot of time because you've
it
not done it
does.
before. And it's like you
It's a
need
lot of
all of the
steps.
other weeks before to give you like the base so you kind of know what you're
Mhm.
doing. So, yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
definitely.
Yeah.
So what would you say to somebody who might be on the fence about joining CCL? Maybe they're looking at it, but they're not quite sure. What would you say to that
Yeah.
person?
I mean, honestly, just do it. I was on the fence. I'm sure everybody else was, before they purchased the course, but it's something that, I mean, this will truly change my whole family dynamic and
Uh,
just the time that I'm going to have to spend with my kids and my husband, where I would typically be at work. And I mean, it will change everything. So it's just, you have to have the courage to just try something new and you never know
That's
what will
right.
come with it. So,
It's right. Exactly.
mhm.
I know it
Yeah.
is. It's scary, trying something new, but when you have a proven system and there are
Yeah.
people who've done it before, that's what I always look at. Are there other people doing this and making money? They've had success. If they can do it, I can do it too.
Yes. Yes,
Well,
definitely.
I love that, Becky. Thank you
Mhm.
for sitting down with me and taking some
Yeah,
time out of your day away from your busy life. You go spend the rest of this day with your sweet family, and I just
yeah,
appreciate it so much.
absolutely.
Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.